Hey y'all, so I posted a video on my page, a YouTube video from Tommy out of Raleigh or whatever how you say his name, but the video is entitled Rosh Hashanah 2024 prophecy, right? If you're a Christian, you should know that yesterday on the Hebrew calendar we entered into a new year, right? And it has significance as far as pertaining to the Hebrew people and in the Bible, right? Initially, the new year started in the spring, and then after Jesus Christ, they began practicing it into the later part of the year, right? And that's how we got to where we are now, right? And they've been celebrating it now ever since Jesus Christ came into the world and died and went on, right? But so this prophet who made this video, right? He's the prophet that I go to. He's a credible prophet, right? Again, I'm not going to send you anyone or put any content on my page that I haven't vetted or I don't know that the prophet is connected with God, right? He's speaking in his video, as far as his prophecy, he's speaking in his video, and he's saying some things that he said months ago, and he's repeating them again, right? But these are words that he's getting from the Lord, right? And in particular, the reason why I'm making this video is because he's speaking about the U.S. elections, right? He's speaking about several different nations and prophesying to them the words that he got from God. But he's, in relation to the United States, he's speaking about us and the U.S. election that's coming up, right? And what God is saying about that. So months ago, I said that God pretty much was talking about how Donald Trump, well, let me reframe that. I made the calculated assumption that Donald Trump was going to win the election, right? Based off of what I was hearing and based off of as far as what's going to happen this month in October. This month is about to be real serious. You're about to see a lot of things come to light, a lot of things unravel, right? Some crazy things. Mark my words. You're about to see some stuff happening, right? And it's going to surprise a lot of people. It's going to be a lot of surprises, right? And there's going to be some serious things taking place. October is about to be lit. And it's about to get everybody's attention, right? But as it pertains to the election, right? And this is a word that I've been hearing. I just ain't been putting it out there, right? It's not necessarily that Donald Trump, like even though a lot of stuff is going to come out that's going to highlight the current administrations and their negligence, right? In which I thought months ago that was going to seal the deal for Donald Trump and he was just going to walk into the White House, right? That's what I mean by the things that I've been hearing over the months made me to believe that it was just, once all this stuff come out, like, he got it. It ain't no problem. I ain't even worried about it, right? And so the word is, and like I said, I've been hearing this too for months, is that God is not really set on a particular individual going in there. He's going to let us decide. He's going to let us decide who we want to go into the White House. Here's the trick, though. If you're looking at things from God's perspective, he said that this election is going to be a choice between good and evil. Now, I know everybody that don't like Donald Trump, they're going to automatically say, oh, well, he's the evil one, right? It's so silly to me, man. Like, look at this dude's policies. Look at what he did when he was in office. Look at what he's standing on now. Look at her policies whenever she was DA, right? I posted a lot of that on that picture that I put of her up where I said, I'm not with her. If you look through them comments, I put a lot of edifying information on this woman in there. And also about Donald Trump. Research their policy stances, right? What did he do when he was in office? What is he saying that he's going to do now? What did she do when she was a DA, since she's been vice president, since she was a senator? All this. I put a lot of that stuff in the comments. Go find it if you really want to know. If you really want to know, instead of going off on assumptions, fake news that's out there, right? All this crazy stuff that's out there, all this rhetoric that's out there about Donald Trump or whatever, how they trying to paint him to be somebody particular, right? That we're supposed to hate, while they smile in our face and feed us poison, indoctrinating our kids with trans ideologies. Anybody who practices homosexuality, dressed as a woman when they're a man, dressed as a man whenever they're a woman, all these different things are sin to God. So if we allow them, these leaders, to come in and continue to do what they've been doing, in addition to abortions, all this crazy stuff that's wicked, if we allow them to stay in power, God is going to judge this nation severely. Take off the veil, man. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. They trying to paint him as this dude that we supposed to hate, but they are operating in demonic spirits are controlling them. So of course the devil is sly. He's slick. He's going to try to temper with our minds, our way of thinking, so we can do things to destroy ourselves. This is exactly what's going on. He's trying to implement these things in our minds so we can grab onto it, right? Because he's against what God is trying to do. And I've already told y'all before, I do not necessarily like Donald Trump. I don't agree with him. His rhetoric, right? Some of the things he says is just like, why, dude? Why say that? You don't need to say that, man. Chill out. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I told you, God uses secular leaders to enact judgment or to lead his people, right? Like, this is God's character, y'all. And we sitting today looking at it like, oh, this guy is so bad, right? Because the other side is trying to paint him as that, right? Look at his policies. Forget what he's talking about. Yeah, he's not a guy that a lot of people like. And I get why. I feel the same way, right? Based off of what he says. But what does his policy say? What does his actions say? That is what matters. And I've done the research. When he was in office, he's done a lot of good things, man. Like I said, if you want to read it, go on to that picture, right, of Kamala Harris down on my timeline. And in the comments, I highlighted it. And I'm not about to keep on doing it again, right? But it's in there. Read about what he's done when he was in office, what he stands for, right? And then read about what she's done as DA, because that's really what we got to go off of. DA, and when she was in the Senate, when she was a congresswoman, right? And then since she's been vice president. Like, she had one simple job down on the border as border liaison. She dropped the ball. Now we got thousands and thousands of criminals coming in from different countries down south into our nation because she dropped the ball. She does interviews and she stumbles over her words. Like she's so, and I'm not trying to talk about her as a person. I'm really not trying to talk about her as a person. But if she's vying to be our leader, then these things need to be addressed, right? I watched the interview that she did with Oprah Winfrey, right? And Oprah just started out the interview like, okay, tell the people, you know, where you stand at. Like, what's up? She started just with that fake smile and just started talking and was stumbling over her words, not saying anything, not talking about nothing substantive, right? And yeah, she performed well at the debate, but she had a lot of time and probably put in a lot of energy, right, to hit these different points and perform the way she did. But to me, it's all fake. It's all fake. She's not ready. She's not equipped. And not only that, what does she stand for? right? Because I don't want to get off of that. What does she literally stand for? Right? She's not good for this nation, man, or the world. She's not good. Her and the Biden administration has proved that. That's why we are at where we're at right now as a nation. We're headed down a steep cliff. For real. God is not playing with us. He's not playing with us. He don't like the fact that we're trying to basically set our kids up. Like, they really trying to set our kids up to fail, to go into eternal condemnation. Anybody who practices those type of things are not going into the kingdom of heaven. And if you're not going into the kingdom of heaven, then you're going down there. You're going down south. And it's not pretty. And then on top of that, they're trying to snuff kids out before they even enter into the world. It was like 29 abortions done at the Democratic National Convention on her ticket. Are you serious? And then I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't care about that, to me, that speaks volumes to somebody's character. Ain't no way I'm going to be able to support that. No way I'm going to be able to support that. I'm not. No. Are you serious? Anyway, I'm not trying to judge you, but that's how I feel, right? That's how I feel in general. Like, ain't no way I'm going to support that. No way, right? So, again, I advise you to watch that video, right? That's really the main point I want to get on here, right? And let you know to go watch that video. Listen to God's prophets. That's the whole point. Listen to God's prophets because they are hearing from God. What does God have to say about the issue? And he's highlighting a lot of it in that video. So go watch that video. And you ain't got to watch the whole thing. And you can kind of like skip past like the first 3 or 4 minutes or whatever, because he's doing a lot of talking, unnecessary talking that he don't need to do. So get straight to the point and skip through about 3 minutes or something like that and see whenever he actually starts prophesying, right? It's serious, man. God is not playing, man. He is not playing with us. Open your eyes up, man. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. I'm telling you. The Democratic Party is not where it's at, man. It's not where it's at. They're going to lead this nation. They're going to lead this nation, man, somewhere where it don't want to be at. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, go off her skin color if you want to. The fact that she's a woman if you want to. Let that be the reason why you vote her in the office. Okay. And then watch this nation crumble down and we not even have a nation. Then what's this all for? I mean, what is it all for after that? Nothing. It's over with. Like, that's the choice we have. I'm going to end it there, man. Sorry for the tough word, man, but like, it had to be said, man. For real though. This is not a game. And I'm not going to get on here smiling and cheesing like it is, man. Talking all warm and soft like it is. No, sometimes it has to be a tough word delivered, man. And this is definitely one of those times. I'm saying too many people, right, just respond and just clearly don't even know the truth. Wake up. Do your research. Quit going off of stuff that you hear off of the news, man. The media that has clearly shown to us that they are not about the right either. That's becoming more and more and more clear to me. They not about the right, man. It's some things going on behind the scenes in these large organizations and news agencies and all that, man, that's just not about the right. Wake up, man. You got to get down and do your own research. And I've done a lot for you, and I posted it in them comments, right? So if you really want to know what's going on, there you go. God bless. Until next time.